stretch 4 paint protector, two-way 3-level playmaker, playmaking defensive anchor. I created some of the most game-changing center builds in all of 2K25. These centers range from 6'8" up to 7 feet plus, and today we're gonna compare them. No matter your playstyle, you're gonna leave this video with a center build to make on day 1 of 2K25. Subscribe if you're new. 92% of my viewers aren't subscribed, surprisingly, and I'm trying to hit 800K. Also, turn on post notifications because I'm dropping a lot of other builds and gameplay before the game even drops. Also, I'm streaming every day on Twitch. I'm probably live right now. Twitch.tv/solo_. Come through, click the link in the description. This is a no sweat token. If you make picks on Underdog Fantasy and use this and lose, you get your money back. You have to sign up with my code SOLO though to get it, and you'll also get this Travis Kelce 1-yard special for week 1. The NFL season is just around the corner, and you guys got to get on here like me and make some picks. You guys can see $10 return to 640 if all these picks are correct. I already made a bunch of picks for week 1. Here's my no sweat token pick 'em right here if you guys want to copy me. If you guys sign up using code SOLO, you'll also get up to $1,000 in bonus credit. Remember, you have to use code SOLO to get all these specials, and be sure to play responsibly. Okay, it is now time to reveal my center builds to you guys, and I've been looking at the builds over the past 2 days that people have been posting, and I feel like people are really setting y'all up. So today it is time to put y'all on to some of the best center builds in the game. And just so you guys know, I will be showing quote unquote a power forward, if you want to call it that, but we know for the last 4 or 5 years we classify this as a center. If you're going to play park, this counts as a center build. I will also be showing you guys center builds, so if you want to be mad tall, you know, we will have that for you. There's a bunch of different center builds in this video, but I'm telling you, don't tweak over this because this is going to be position power forward. 6'8" for the height, just like last year we had a lot of 6'8" builds. The weight is going to be 258, and the wingspan is going to be 7 feet. That is going to be for limitless range. So that's a debate we're going to talk about in a few minutes. Is it worth it to go for limitless range, or should you go for more wingspan? We'll talk about it, but first we are going to upgrade our rebound. 92 rebound gives us gold rebound chaser. Now, if you do go with a taller build, I recommend going higher on the rebound. You could try to get Hall of Fame or even possibly legend, but at 6'8", I think gold is going to be just enough with a 92 defensive rebound. Now we're going to get strength, and I think strength is very important. You guys can see we get box out beast at gold here, and brick wall is also going to be gold at a 91. I am a strength believer. You know, I'm seeing some center builds that don't go crazy on strength, and I think they're honestly messing up. I think it's going to make it harder for you to move in the paint. You know, people can't really body you up, and the badges are just crazy that are tied to strength this year. Now we're going to go to our steel, and we're going to get 85 steel. This gives us gold interceptor with silver glove. I think gold interceptor is going to be really good. There is going to be center builds that go for Hall of Fame, which is at a 94 steel, but that's very expensive. And if you've seen the build of this year, you know taller builds, they got nerfed. It's harder to make, you know, insane taller builds. So going for a 94 steel while also having a crazy rebound, and we're also going to get limitless range, like, it's just a lot. We're going to get 84 block, which gives us silver paint patroller. Then we're going to our interior defense, and I'm going to go with an 82 to get that silver post lockdown. And honestly, it's not even all about post lockdown. Just having that 82 interior defense is going to be solid. I've been seeing a lot of center builds that have like 70, and you guys can see right here, Jokic is just clamping shit up with his interior defense, with his strength. You can see he has an 80 interior defense, and his strength, as you will see in a few seconds, is going to be a 93, very comparable to our build. And he was boxing Wemby up. Wemby could not go anywhere. So I don't know, I like that I have an 82 interior and a 91 strength. Next up, perimeter D, we're going to go to a 72. Actually, we're going to keep upping it, 74 on the perimeter defense, get a few badges there. We're going to max out our agility to 76. I think it's going to matter a lot. Basically, agility is your lateral quickness, so side to side defense. Our speed is going to go to a 75, and now it's time to max out our 3-point shot. We're going to go with an 83 3-pointer that you guys can see gives us bronze limitless range. A lot of centers aren't going to have that, but especially if you guys are going to play park, why not have that? It makes it more fun. But even for the stage, I think this build should be valid. We get silver set shot specialist, bronze deadeye, and also bronze shifty shooter. And also a big thing with this is we're gonna get a lot of jump shot bases at an 83 3-pointer. You know, if you go with the max wingspan, you're gonna have a 78 3, and you're not gonna unlock a lot of jump shot bases. Now we're gonna go with an 81 standing dunk, which will give us silver rise up. We're also gonna increase our vertical up to an 80 vertical. We're gonna get gold pogo stick, also silver high flying denier, silver aerial wizard, and we're gonna get a bunch of these standing dunk packages. Like they reveal them. I think we only miss out on one. I think you get one, the best one, at an 85. So we have pretty much every standing dunk package except one. We're gonna go to 65 pass accuracy, get that bronze dimer, and also the big one here is bronze break starter. That's really the reason that we're stopping at a 65. Break starter is huge, especially for centers. Once you bring down that board, try to, you know, run the break, that is gonna be big time. Now we're gonna go with our offensive rebound at a 73, and this is the build that I decided to go with. I like it a lot. I think it's very balanced. You know, I've been seeing some center builds that don't have as much finishing as me. I love the 81 standing dunk. They don't have as much shooting as me. I love the 83 three-pointer. Again, we're gonna unlock a lot of jump shot bases with that, and we also get limitless range on our center. You know, we have gold rebound chaser, we have a lot of block and interior, and we also have gold interceptor with that steal, and we also have strength. I've been seeing a lot of centers, especially poppers, that don't upgrade their strength too crazy. I honestly think that they are missing out. Now we have our takeovers. You guys can see board beast, eraser, glass gunner, grit, intimidator, physicality, spot up shooter, the claw. There's a lot of takeovers unlocked with this build. I didn't count them up, but I'd assume it's like 15 or so takeovers, 16 takeovers here. And I'm gonna show you guys my favorite takeover, or maybe not my favorite, but one that I think you guys are gonna like. It's called glass gunner. At level 5, we get +8 to our three-pointer and both of our rebounding, so that's gonna be huge. You know, it's like a two-way takeover, and you get the sharp take marksman, so that is gonna be big time. Now it's time to see the shades. We got Kenyon Martin, Evan Mobley, and Draymond Green. So kind of some weird shades. I know some of y'all might not like Draymond a lot, but Evan Mobley is a really good player, and it's called a stretch 4 paint protector. I really like this name. I know a lot of you guys care a lot about names, and I think this one is versatile, or not versatile, but it's just different. You know what I'm saying? It is a different build name that I think a lot of you guys are gonna like. You know what I'm saying? It's not some basic shit. It is not a basic build name, and we do have some my court gameplay, but we couldn't change your animations, so you're honestly not gonna be able to tell too much from these clips. Now here's a similar center build that Iggymo posted, so shout out to him. Last year he did make the 2K League, so his opinion definitely mattered. He decided to go max wingspan on his 6'8", so his shooting is definitely worse. And again, we don't know the jump shot base animation, so he might be missing out on crucial jump shots. My build is on the left and his is on the right. Mine has more standing dunk, which is a pretty big deal. I get rise up silver and the better dunk animations, while he only has rise up on bronze. I also have more close shot, driving layup, driving dunk, and post control. So overall, my build gets more finishing in every single category. Now with the shooting, I have more midi, 3-point, and free throw. So my build is now 8 for 8 better than his in every attribute we've gone over so far. Keep in mind, he has 4 inches more of wingspan, so he's taking a hit to his shooting, which we'll have to see how that plays out. And I have to say, I do like max or close to max wingspan on my locks and centers, but that low of shooting somewhat worries me, especially when we don't know the jump shot based requirements yet. Our playmaking is basically the same. The only thing that matters here is pass accuracy, when we both have a 65. And I have more interior defense than him by 11, but he has more perimeter defense than me by 11. This is up to y'all. Do you care more about interior D or perimeter D as a center? I think Iggymo prioritizes perimeter more because he's going to play a lot of stage and not verse too many post scorers, and also he's going to be switching onto a lot of guards frequently on defense. Iggymo went with a 93 steal, which doesn't make too much sense to me because he gets the same interceptor as me. I have an 85 steal. Interceptor Hall of Fame is unlocked at a 94, so I guess he's factoring in cap breakers, but I wouldn't worry too much about cap breakers because a lot of people aren't even going to get them. I assume they're going to be deep into the rep system. Now, if you know you're going to play the game for like 12 months and you're going to rep grind and play, you know, 4,000 park games, and you also only want to make one build, then yeah, probably factor in cap breakers. But for someone like me, when I do get cap breakers in like 3 months or whatever it is, I feel like I would just make a new build. I just feel like we'll have more knowledge by then. We'll know more information on what we need. And so like this day one build, let's be honest, you know, in a month, it's probably going to be outdated once we learn more about different animations and everything. So I feel like it's kind of dumb to worry about cap breakers right now while it's literally August when I'm making this video. I have 10 more block than him, and I think blocks are going to be good. If you watched my gameplay video, you saw me going crazy with a bunch of different players. I also think chase down blocks are going to be a lot better this year. Last year, we barely got them. He does get slightly more rebounding than my build, and that's partially because he went with a higher wingspan. The biggest difference to me with our builds is our speed. He has 9 more speed than my build, but I think agility is going to matter a lot, and potentially even more than speed on defense. Agility is a new attribute that affects your lateral quickness, so moving side to side on defense. Speed, I think, just affects you running down the court, which does matter a lot, but on defense, majority of the time, you are going side to side. My build gets 8 more strength, and I honestly think Iggy's kind of making a mistake here. Maybe I'm just too high on strength, but I think it matters a lot. Getting brick wall, box out beast, and a bunch of other badges is very important. I think it's going to be hard to move you in the paint as a center with this strength and interior defense. Our vertical is about the same. I'd prefer my build, but I wanted to include multiple opinions in this video, so shout out to Iggy. I got a few more builds that I think you guys are going to like. Subscribe if you guys are still still watching this video, and also comment the word strawberry. That'll show me that you're still watching. Okay, now I have a center build that I think a lot of you guys are gonna like, and this is going to be for those complainers in the comment section that are just gonna be crying and saying, oh, Solo, that was not a center that you just showed us. That was a 6'8" power forward. I thought this was a center build video. This right here is going to be the prototypical Pro-Am rec center build. It is going to be a footer, a 7-foot center, just like in 2K24. We had a lot of builds like this, and with the free builder where we're not, you know, stuck to pie charts, we can really pick and choose what we want to do. And so these type of builds can shoot. So I will be putting shooting on this, and you guys are going to see I go 7'8" on the wingspan, and I'm looking at the shooting 74.3, 80 midi, and I'm like, I don't know if that's enough. A 74.3 is pretty low. I honestly think that might work, and so I will change that back, but I had to go back and lower my wingspan by 2 to get a 77.3 with an 84 midi, which will unlock some more bases for us, some more jump shot bases. You can see we have bronze Deadeye, silver set shot specialist. I think we're just gonna hit better. We're gonna make more shots with this 3-pointer, and we still have a pretty high wingspan at a 7'6". Now for these footer builds, you're gonna want to upgrade your offensive rebound. Trust me. Defensive rebound is not the way to go. We're gonna get Hall of Fame rebound chaser. Now you are so tall that, think about it, when you're on defense, if you have positioning with your strength, with your rebounding, you're gonna get it, right? If you have the box out, no one's gonna worm a 7-foot center, and with this crazy offensive rebound, you will be able to, you know, jump over some people and secure some offensive rebounds for your team. You're so tall. Think about it. Just trust me, this is what all the competitive top centers do. They go crazy on the offensive rebound. Now we're going to go to strength again. I am a big strength believer, and we're going to get 91 strength for gold brick wall, and we are going to get, I believe, Hall of Fame box out beast at that 90 strength. So 91 strength, that is going to be huge. Again, you're not going to get wormed as much with this. It's going to be big for the, you know, paint, defense, just everything. Strength matters a lot more than people think. Next up, we're going to go to our block. And again, I think block is going to be really good this year. So I think you're going to want a lot of block in your builds. You guys are. And with this, we're going to get silver paint patroller. I think we're going to get a few more badges, but I have to upgrade, you know, vertical and a few other things. But we're going to go to a 60 steel. Trust me, this is more than enough. Well, not more than enough, but you really can't get more than this on a 7-foot center. Like, I don't think we can get a 73 steel, even if I max it out. Bronze interceptor, I mean, that's what people were running last year. And so you're going to get the base, you know, lane animations with that. Next up, perimeter defense, we're gonna go to 62. We're gonna get bronze immovable enforcer. This is a badge that I really like a lot. It's unfortunate that we cannot get it higher on this build, but on my lockdowns and on some other builds, we will be, you know, maxing that badge out as high as we can get it. Next up, pass accuracy. This is gonna be a big one for these 7-foot centers. You're gonna bring down the board and you're throwing that break. Hall of Fame break starter. If you're gonna play rec, if you're gonna play Pro-Am, this is huge. And we might even see some centers go at like 96 or whatever legend break starter is, or, you know what I'm saying? They might even go crazier on this, but we're going to get every pass style for these centers, and we're going to be throwing dimes. Our guards are not going to be missing off of these shooting badges, and we're going to be throwing darts down the court. We're going to go to that 81 standing dunk to get silver rise up once we get our vertical up, and we're going to get pretty much every standing dunk package in the game except for one of them, and we're going to put our vertical up here. We're going to get silver high flying denier, as you can see, and we're going to go even higher on the vertical, which is also bringing up our driving dunk and layup, and we're going to get an 80 vertical. We have gold pogo, silver rise up, silver aerial wizard, and silver high flying denier. Again, I think chase downs are going to be good, so that is definitely a good badge to have. Next up, interior defense. We're going to put this up to an 82, get that silver post lockdown, silver off ball pest, and as I said before, we have a silver paint patroller. Now the build is pretty much done, and I'm just looking around seeing, you know, can I finesse anything? And I'm looking at the post control. I'm like, you know what? I might be able to finesse some badges here. So we're going to get bronze post powerhouse, and we're also going to get bronze post up poet. So this is just me like finessing the builder, just securing some extra badges. And paint prodigy, I think, is a big one. We finessed it, got it on silver. I used some of my last attribute points to get that. Improves the player's ability to quickly and efficiently score it down low. I think that is going to be a big one. Silver hook specialist as well, and silver float game if we do want to go for some floaters. And we're just going to max out our free throw. I know a lot of you guys are going to play rec with this build. A lot of you guys are going to play pro-am. We are not missing free throws with a 92 free throw. So I really like this build a lot. I honestly think I cooked. Let me know in the comments. I mean, it's pretty good. You guys cannot lie. This build is a prototypical Pro-Am rec center. Even if you want to play park, this is a valid park build. The only thing is it's going to be a little bit slow. So that's why I prefer probably those 6-8 centers, the one I showed earlier, for like park or stage 3s type courts. But this would work too, you know, unless you're playing like some crazy wager or you got money on the line. It's a huge game. you know, this is going to be valid in the park threes. You know what I'm saying? Break Igniter is going to be a big takeover for you guys. You get Dishmaster takeover ability, and you get +8 to your pass accuracy and to your reboundings. Now, what are the shades? We get Sigma, Embiid, and Jokic. Are you kidding me? The last 4 league MVPs are the shades of this center. That's how you know I cooked. That is how you know I cooked. Two-way 3-level playmaker 2. That is a comp name. I am satisfied with that. And again, I'm not a big guy with the names and the shades, but I know you guys are going to like this. Embiid, Jokic, Sigma, two-way 3-level playmaker, and I'm chicken. Look at these clips. I am sparking. As you guys can see, there's not much to tell from this gameplay, but man, I think that build right there, you know, maybe with minor tweaks to it, maybe, you know, we figure a few things out, but I think that that's pretty close to, you know, the center builds that people are going to be running in Rec and in Prom. Now, here in a second, right here, we are going to go back and we are going to try to do that max wingspan footer that I was attempting at first. But again, the shooting was a little bit low. So we're going to go ahead 7 foot on the height, same thing, weight 256. And we are going to go max wingspan, which is going to help us potentially get some more boards, get some better contests, and just play a little bit better defense. So I'm pretty much going to create a very similar build. You see the 96 rebound, 84 block, 60 steal. And I just want to compare. You guys let me know in the comments, which build do you think is better? Is it worth it to go 70 in the wingspan or go down a little bit for some better shooting? So as you guys can tell, again, I'm just upgrading this pretty much the same exact way. 91 strength. We're going to go 80 on the vertical. Then we're going to go to our pass accuracy. We're going to go to a 93, I believe. Get that Hall of Fame break starter. And what was it? Hall of Fame dimer? Hall of Fame dimer is going to be so crazy. And we have silver bailout, which we'll see how much that comes into play. 74.3, and our MIDI is going to be at a, I think we're going to max it out at, what was it, an 80? Yeah, an 80. So we have bronze Deadeye. We get a few, you know, bronze and silver shooting badges. I think it was silver set shot specialist. We're going to go with that 81 standing dunk. And I believe on this version of the build, the free throw is actually going to be a lot lower. So if you care a lot about free throw, and I guess shooting in general, you might as well go with the other build. But here is what I decided to do. So instead of going crazy on the finishing and finessing those, you know, few bronze and silver finishing badges, I decided to go 95 on the strength to get brick wall up one more level. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I think strength is going to be huge for builds, especially centers, lockdown, stuff like that. So, you know, this build, more strength instead of shooting, and we have pretty much the same shades, except we have Alperen Sengun instead of Joel Embiid, which I'm sure you guys would probably prefer Embiid, but it is shades at the end of the day, and it is a playmaking defensive anchor. Another really good build names. I mean, am I just creating some unique build names today, or what is going on? Because I remember when I was doing my guard builds, I was just creating a lot of like the same names, or just kind of, you know, nothing too crazy, you know what I'm saying? But if you guys did miss my guard build video, make sure to check it out. It's on my YouTube, and it'll probably be popping up on your screen in a second. Let me know in the comments if you guys are gonna make any of these builds, and subscribe if you guys haven't already. We are on the road to 800K, and shit, I might be live right now on Twitch. Link in the description, twitch.tv/solo_. Drop me a follow if you want, and click the video popping up your screen right now.